Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check. Crunch.
Dalton with a give here to Mixon. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 54 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Dalton here from the gun. This will be caught at about the 6. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more on that one and another first down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll lose yardage here back to the 15. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 56 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. This is the rookie from Oklahoma State, Justice Hill. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it, because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And an alley to run. For a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Steps away. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Jordan Evans, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now it's Jackson. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. So they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know how most offenses have audibles, and they've changed plays when they see certain sets. A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, they bring pressure, and boy, did it pay off in this case.
Let's go, baby.
An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. The Jets out to the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Dalton, the throw caught by Core. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. We got 4. We got 4.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Going deep for Eifert. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later. Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On third down, Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
So on fourth down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. 16-0. That's the score after 1 on EA Sports. On second down now, Mixon. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now Dalton. Wide open receiver, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on first down.
44. Here we go.
Operating from the gun. Dalton voids the target, and he has it over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. And this is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it. Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And taken right at the 35. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
On 2nd down, Mixon. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. From the gun, Dalton. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Eifert, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys continue to pour it on. Now Bullock to add the extra point. And the lead is now an even 30. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jordan Evans able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Andy Dalton now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Dalton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Joe Mixon. And an alley to run. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. From just shy of midfield, Dalton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 28. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And now a fair catch called for, and he'll indeed take it at about the 6-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
52 is the mic right here, over there, right?
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And can you believe it? It's a 2nd safety in this ball game. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's going to get taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
This time, Jackson will throw it. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Geno Atkins in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. Mixon with a first-down carry. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 34 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Bullock good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Jackson from the shotgun. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 47 yards. Throwing is Jackson. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On third down, Jackson. He wants it all for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. They find some open field here. It's a foot race. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on. Well, I'm just not sure what more we can say about him after that one.
But we're certainly going to give it a try, aren't we? Because I believe we're watching greatness personified. It has not mattered all game long where they've handed him the football. He's taken it and found the end zone. He is so locked into that so-called zone, I don't think they're going to get him out of it in this one.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd and 15 now, Jackson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
They'll run here with Mixon. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Given up a lot of points in this game, but looked better on that play. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Another try for Mixon. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jordan Evans in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. To throw is Jackson. He's going to look deep down the field. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jesse Bates. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back 1 pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Hey.
Lead.
Don't get nervous. 14 moving. 14's moving. Single receiver. Single receiver. Hey, you.
2-by-2. Move.
41.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? It's caught. And he's brought down. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Complete to Arlen Tate. 1st down and goal to go.
Lead.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hands up. Lead.
Check. 48's the mic. I got you. I got you.
On the ground with a tight end. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. C.J. Uzomah, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
52. Good. Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Here's Jackson on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Lead.
I got it.
Hey.
On 1st down, Mixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
From the 17, Dalton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Dalton. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
Going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play. So it might as well have not even had the penalty.
Check pass. Check pass.
Following the penalty, it's Hill. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Let's go.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson flushed to his right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Bengals will get the football back. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, 56 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. And, partner, are you kidding me? With this game that he's having, we are in uncharted waters like we've never seen before.
Just think, if he keeps every football from all the touchdowns scored today, does he need to build a new trophy room at home?
Yeah. A couple trophy rooms. Maybe a whole home for trophy room.
What a phenomenal performance, and I'll guarantee you he's going to reward the rest of the offensive unit after this as well for helping him get to this number.
He better. This is just unreal. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Nick Vigil came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Steps away to his left. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Flushed out right. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They get 20 yards there on 3rd and 19 and an unlikely 1st down. For Lamar Jackson, his first NFL start came against the Cincinnati Bengals November 18th in Baltimore of last year. And he threw for 150 yards, ran for 119 more as the Ravens won 24-21 to kick off what became a 6-1. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jordan Evans, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson forced out to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Preston Brown able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Jackson escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting this sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. 4th down. Here's Jackson being chased out left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Bengals grab it. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down.
A Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go, let's bring it.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. And they take a knee. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Bengals, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.